son finds himself another one.
Pristini looking dangerous.
He's just ripping the entirety of the gorillas. Wow.
Aggressive is always Diamond Khan. Head ripped off.
Looking to find a few more, but Gunless absolutely rips his way through the three of them. 249, Seattle won!
Good afternoon, Seattle Surge. I'm your host, RLaw, and we are in the majors. I am so excited to be here. This is my first ever major event. I've never done anything like this before. The adrenaline, the nerves, I'm shaking. I'm excited. I'm here. Today is going to be insane. Obviously, last time I was here, we did not have the best performance. It's kind of been one of those little rocky roller coaster type adventures. And honestly, it's kept me on the edge of my seat the entire way. I have not really seen a journey like this that I've been so invested in quite some time. I keep saying we're not the underdogs anymore. They keep disagreeing with me. It appears as the title that they're down for, and it's actually something I'm really excited to see them overcome. I think that the hole that's been dug is something that once filled in and we come out on top, it's going to be absolutely amazing to see how the gameplay comes out today. All right, last time, Pristini, you were on. You were on in the beginning. It was absolutely, the shot was raw. Everything about it was perfect. You were melting people. We were watching you. I was freaking out, jumping up and down. Everything was amazing. And then it just seemed like there were some plays where it wasn't there. It wasn't consistent enough for me to really be like, wow, Preston, you showed up today. And that's what it comes down to. Did you lose the handle? No, I don't think so. I think you can get it back, and I think you're going to prove that today. Honestly, Pristini, the Houdini, you're magical, okay? I say it every time. It's the nickname that stuck with you. I think that if you show up today and you hit the shots, you're going to prove me wrong. And honestly, I'm hoping you do. I've never wanted to be so wrong before in my life because honestly, you are a player I love to watch. All right, Pristini, the shots. Let's talk about it, all right? Last time we were watching you on Raid, you held the bar outside towards the water. You had a different angle every kill. I think you got a two-piece on basketball court to turn to the window, and then you ended up getting the flank on the staircase. You held that site by yourself and allowed your team to actually come back and dominate in that headquarters. Looney, that site hold, everything you guys have been doing in your play style together, you've allowed your teammates to rotate in and pick up where you are slacking. You do just enough to make it so your teammates can pick up any slack, and it was absolutely beautiful to see. I'd like to say flawless, but it really wasn't, and I think that today you're going to show that you can do flawless, and I'm excited to see that. Octane. I want to say overall the performance, I was very happy with it. There were obviously some plays we're not going to mention today, but I know you're going to prove everyone wrong, and you are going to come out absolutely guns blazing. I'm hoping the fire has been lit. The flames are high. I am praying that you come out seeking revenge against the Florida Mutineers today, okay? That revenge is sought after. It is bloodthirsty, and I am excited to see it. I need to see it. I want to see it. It needs to show up today, Octane. You are the game changer, whether you think so or not, because if you're not consistent, everyone else cannot rely on you, and that's what they need to be able to do. We need you to get the trades, get those entries. You had some insane crate kills on that headquarters. The search and destroy, there's been better plays, but you still carried your own weight and proved that you are an absolute attribute to this team, and you do everything that is needed of you. I just want to see some absolutely insane plays today. I want to see that fire absolutely lit ablaze. I need to see the rawest gun skill, the craziest shots. I need to scream today, Octane, and you're going to be the one to do that. I'm counting on you for it. Looney, the hat's got to go. Listen, my first casting time here, I called you the boy genius. You looked like Jimmy Neutron. You had the look, you had the brain power, and you had the gun skill to back it up. Every single time I've watched you play Search and Destroy, you've started the first round with 2 kills. Win or lose, every single time you take down the 2. I call it the magic 2 at this point because it's expected of you. If you don't get 2 kills in the first round, you're slacking, and I already know that you got to get your head screwed back on right. It's the hat. If the hair comes out, the shot is here. Looney's got the 200 IQ big brain plays, and no one stands a chance in your path. That is just fact. All right, keys of the game. Let's get to it, all right? Obviously, you guys know it's really important. we got to prevent Skies from investing in this game. All right. You guys have seen it. You know what I'm talking about. The investment. It's got to go. We got to shut him down before anything crazy can come from him. All right. Absolutely a must. That's step one. Step two, we got to continue to contain Big Wake. All right. That's two players. We shut them both down. If one of them gets the gas underneath them and they take off, they are an opponent to worry about. So if we shut both of those down, Looney's not lucky number two. Remember that. I said that. If we shut both of them down, that right there is a GG. We will win it. I have no doubt about that in mind. Point number three, come out hot and don't let off. That's something that I'm absolutely hoping for today. I say the icy hot joke all the time. I know it's a joke, and I know that they start off a little rough, and then they just, it's a polished diamond at the end. I need that polished diamond right off the bat, all right? I need you to come out guns blazing, shots hitting, like you've been warming up for the last 3 hours prepared for this. It's the majors, baby, and I need everything you can give me and more today. Everything matters. We don't win today, that's it for us. So I need you to absolutely get this W and into the next game because I am here for it. I love what I'm doing right now. And honestly, if you don't perform, I don't get to come back. So please do me the solid because I would love to cast more games. This has been an absolute pleasure. All right, chat. How's everyone doing? What do we think of prediction wise? I tend to be close with this, but I also feel like me taking a prediction is kind of like the bad luck for the team at this point. I feel like every time I make a prediction, kind of 180 on me and they end up winning with the score that I suggested. So I'm not sure if I should give a suggestion. I do obviously want the Seattle Surge to win. Match prediction wise, I want to say I would love to see a clean O sweep. I don't think that's realistically going to happen today. Everyone's on. Everyone is ready. It's the majors. I want to say Seattle Surge comes out on top 3-1 though. I do want to say this is going to be our victory today. It has to be, and I'm ready for it. I have no doubt about it. They are just as excited and nervous as I am, but I think that they're really going to surprise us and perform today. I think we are going to see a performance of a lifetime and lead to one of the craziest major runs possible. I hope. I am here for it. I am invested in this. Keep the momentum, the wave we built all stage going. Oh, the momentum we've built up. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, right? The momentum is everything. If we keep it, I feel like that momentum has started, and then no one fans the flames, and there's nothing really exciting to keep them interested. And I feel like they slowly fall off one by one, and then they kind of just get in this mindset. That's what I want to think. All right. I would like to see just constant, everyone blowing, hitting the fans, just doing everything they can to make this fire absolutely engulf the entire tournament. I want to see the majors with Seattle Surge on top. That fire lit underneath their feet, I hope it burns and it continues to burn with no end to it, all right? That's what we need today. I hope we sweep them so we can hop on Warzone with the boys. Realistically, 3-1 us. I definitely hope that we go 3-1. That's my prediction. I do want to say that Surge and Destroy is absolutely what it comes down to. I think we are undeniably a top 3 team, if not number 1. So if we're not showing up on Surge today and we don't win that, that's a scary moment for us. And that's what I'm worried about. I genuinely think if we don't show up in Surge, we're not going to show up in Control. And then that last hard point is going to end up coming to bite us in the butt. But if we show up in Surge and we take that, easily a 3-1, if not a 3-0. As long as we get that Surge, the first headquarters, light work. The Surge and Destroy is where I'm going to put all my marbles. Everything about that is what I'm looking forward to. If you guys want to look as good as our players, remember, you can shop at our merch store. It is shop.seattlesurge.gg. You can get your hoodies, jerseys, and more. You can look as good as our players. Make sure you guys get that because I got mine on the way, and I'm beyond excited to see it. Same as the time we played. I got Surge 3-1 game time. Let's keep this momentum. Can I get a shake? Yeesh! All right, guys. I'll see you guys at halftime. Make sure you guys show some love. You support Seattle Surge. And remember, drown them out.
They ended up getting beat, and if we learned anything about Seattle's gameplay, well, that garrison control from map 3, they've completely changed their style, so Florida need to be prepared for it, need to make sure that like their VOD review is up to date, and also it's important for this team to win early. One of the crazier stats I think we have in the league right now is Florida only won Game 5 the entire year. It's a little bit absurd, but obviously if they're not even getting to the Game 5s, either they're winning quick or they're losing quick, so might as well get off the jump with a hot start and try to get those wins early on.
Ooh, again, looking at those Game Fuel keys to victory, a tough one there, but now a chance to talk about Seattle Surge, their Game Fuel keys to victory.
Well, obviously Pristini, X Factor, there's no two ways about it, right? He dropped a .78 against Florida in the loss that they had, and he played out of his mind when they beat him. And then I'm also looking at the pick and bans. Obviously Joey Nubsy, he's very reputable when it comes to the pick and bans. He loves to try to take advantage there. And I think they have a great opportunity, and I think they were successful with the map set that they got. One of the most important factors, well, they played Apocalypse against Florida just a few weeks ago and destroyed them on the map, and well, it ended up panning out, right? Florida had to ban Apocalypse. That allows Seattle to get their next best or their best hardpoint map into play. And then even for that Raid S&D, Florida has not played this map all year long. And of course, Seattle has a few repetitions on it, so I think it's a strong map set. Like even the Garrison control right for Seattle, the record isn't the best, but the last time we saw them play it with Gunless rocking the AK-74U, they looked exquisite. So I think as far as the pick and bans go, the maps and modes, maybe a slight edge to Seattle, but obviously, even if you're looking at like the Express S&D, Florida undefeated on that map still, we know how good they can be.
For Florida, just get it done in 3 or pay the price. Let's see how we go though. Again, Seattle Surge. This could be a mega series, like a real long running, powerful game 5. We've had plenty of them today so far. I mean, I say that, we've had what, 1. But it was very exciting nonetheless, and I just think Chance, we're gonna go the distance, why not? Give us a real good show as we now load into Moscow Hardpoint, final match of the day. And this is, of course, an elimination matchup. Loser goes home, the winner will advance. Oh my God, mate, what a day it's been. Love the COD, absolutely love the COD.
Your head might be in the right place too to predict the game 5, because this is like the series least likely to go the distance in my mind. So maybe Major 2 is just where it's gonna happen, but either way, Russia is where we're gonna, actually the Soviet Union, I apologize, is where we're gonna start. Both teams respectable on this map, and I think honestly Seattle, I mean for these guys, it's a map that they could almost be undefeated on. I think their only losses they have are incredibly close, so they're obviously looking for a hot start here.
Well, let's see how we go. Straight into Moscow. First hard points up and about. Octane dodges every nade possible. Lands one of his own. This could be great. Again, the contest early on is what we typically see in these opening hard points, but any time garnered here is a big, big win. Looney goes for that fast wrap, doesn't manage to make too much happen. Slack's now trying to creep by. Pristini will just about get the best of him, and there we go. Mutineers finally the first to crack the points. They will be spawning down low street if they can't make their way over towards that elusive second hardpoint spawns.
I'd say probably credit to Slack for just making that play to solidify the opening break, and now the pressure's on him to lock down Street. He's able to at least take one player down with him, and you can see now the players on Florida starting to back up, make sure that they retain those spawns for new. But frankly, I mean, this has just been a great chunk of time. Seattle then sending 2 players to fight for the scrap, and while they're doing that, well, of course, for Florida, you got players posted up in police. They're going to be posted up and ready to go for the P2 hill.
Get ready to rock and roll. Looney from the front now. What have we got? 2 members now of Surge trying to hold that line. You're going to Pristini on the inside trying to cut his way through, and checks every corner. We like that. And Awakening on the outside of the street. He's going to be trying to deal that damage. Here comes Pristini out and about. Slack elusive, but not unkillable. Awakening though. And he finds that last player, that last member of Seattle Surge. Octane, he finally goes down there. All 4 dead spawned out. This should be a great chunk of time for the Mutineers.
Well, there's one more attempt at this, right? You're going to be flooding through green, and it's pretty much the entire team coming this direction. Slack, though, the cutoff man, able to find at least one, and at the very least, this is quite a bit of time wasted. Neptune, the final player in the hill, he gets dealt with in Sky as well. He is the only player to spawn him back Belize. Where he falls, his teammates, at the very least, gonna have spawns for new. So this isn't the worst trade in the world for Florida. You might end up throwing away 20 seconds of scrap, but this makes it that much easier to win the gunfights on rotation. Looney, the only player alive for his team, doing what he can, and he's even playing safe inside elbow.
He's got 2 players to look out for, and Neptune being one of them. Here he comes, forward he goes. Big shots, not enough to get the kill though. And again, buying the time he needs, but Octane coming in from behind now, looking to help out Looney there on the point. Neptune, slow and steady. Trophy's going to just annoy him more than anything right now. But here comes the pinch. I mean, this is a complicated setup right now for these players, but Surge should be in a position to maybe get onto that point. Skies wins one big one. Pristini cuts him down immediately, and there you go. Chance, no one really able to get much time out of this. Neptune's had to back off the point. And with that, Surge finally cleaned the place out. Can they get to position fast enough now? You got the Mutineers on the approach.
Mutineers on the approach, and of course, with the time on the clock, they're trying to flood through the front. But I mean, if you're looking at the ARs, they are going to have to deal with that. Is not a fun route you're going to need to take. And keep in mind, Octane on a 5 spree already, going to be thinking about some score streaks. But that is back-to-back hills where Seattle don't really win the rotation, but play both hills well enough that they keep this game basically tied up and are even going to take the lead going into the street hill. If you're thinking about the way they're taking the time for the gunfights, Looney might be able to time out a nice flank through street if he wants to from the middle of the map. The question is if he gets caught, but I think he found the opening.
He did find the opening. I'd love to have the comms through this push. Let's go for a quick Astro Gaming listen in. The Seattle Surge.
I'm gonna forward down.
We can't go.
One is dark. One is dark.
Gotta go dark.
Guys,
One
one front, guys. Let's front.
I hear you.
Wait,
Dark,
let's go there. Dark dead. I'm blocking spawn. I'm looking for an TP2. There's one TP2. I'm gonna play my shoots. I'm gonna fight. I'm playing one.
Wake is bank.
Do we get time? Another one P2 on me probably. I'm getting out of time. One P2 got me.
Wake's gonna be dark. Wake's gonna be dark behind you.
Only one behind you guys.
Still alive. Wake is still alive.
He's probably gonna be fucking dark pill here.
He can be bust, yeah.
I'm
gonna help for them. I'm about to
One bullet dark. Kill him. Good up too.
Nice.
Front. I'm playing my shoots. I'm mini weak. Fuck. Yeah, I'm trusting you guys to win that. I'm starting to go now.
Watch your window, Danny.
I'm going out.
Yeah, he got me. Fuck. He jumped out. They can be double street. I think they're double street.
Yeah, they are. They're Gary Waker both.
Yo, I'm Eskies. Yo, we're all Eskies. I'm
going. He's probably looking for gold pinch.
I'm going up Eskies.
I'm looking just in case you get time.
He's in gold. One shot. Let's see one time. You want to get me Eskies? Neptune. Hit away. Oh, fuck. One is Eskies. 100%.
One shot, wait.
Here, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go outside for you guys. Towards Eskies.
One tap fall.
One statue.
One trash corner.
Oh, there we go. The comms from Seattle Surge. Shots, it sounded like they're in a bit of trouble. Hot water, you might say.
I mean, intense, sure, but also, yeah, a little bit hectic, and I think it might have had an impact on the plays made, right? Persini and the team spent 15 seconds maybe outside of the street hill just to get him score streaks, and well, they don't get the hill time and they don't get the streaks, but hey, maybe now the gunfights they're winning here will end up paying off. That is what, 6-7 kills in a row to set up for this P2 hill. It's a super close game right now. A full 60 here could blow it wide open. You got a man back police. You got a man inside of green. You have the setup that you want. Now you need the kills.
They need the kills. And here we go. Looney's the man to get him. Slacks does get one. The trades are there. Not a problem still. Gunners is going to clean up the players coming out the side of the apartments. And here we go. Persini pushing forward. Octane from the back end of the hard point. Shots against Big Wake, all good. Neptune, though, does manage to land it. Quick flip of the point. But we still have a relatively close set of spawns now for Seattle Surge. Neptune, any more to be had? Nice shots. Again, the movement right on point. Neptune is simply on another level right now. This is a 5 spree for him. There's number 6. Pristini. Oh, the man's moving too fast. He's on skates right now. Number 7 if he wants it. Oh, my word. Skies is there to help out. 5. Oh, sorry. Didn't get the 6th or the 7th. I'm so lit. I'm so twisted. This is nuts, man. I'm as cracked as his gameplay is.
Incredibly cracked at that, and his teammates really honestly just kind of taking the score streaks from him. But either way, still a scrappy game. No full 60 coming through from either team, but Seattle, they get that rotation. And again, same situation. They get the setup they want. It is absolutely a money hill. They just need to execute. And right now you see the pressure mostly coming in from the bank side of things, but Looney potentially might be useless or he might have the perfect flank. It depends on the timing as these players working elbow.
Here we go, trying to just go forward. 1 kill at a time. Stayed on Neptune that whole time. Still on that 5 spree. Got a 7, Ross. Nice work for Pristini on the front line. That's going to be that 6th kill in a row there for Neptune. Still not on streaks just yet. Looney, though, man, he's playing these lives very, very close. Comes the play. This guy's going to lead the charge. Bit of a break would be good. Again, Mutineers with a very, very slight lead for now. Great work out the Mutineers. Back and forth they go. Gunless, though. Oh, Gunless. Shots are on point. Gunless finds all 3. This should be a nice set of 20 seconds here for Surge.
And man, that is a lot of time invested from Florida. They took their time. They were trying to get Neptune those streaks, but it did not look like they converted. And more importantly, that is basically the full 60 that goes away. And now it's been a streak game, right? Every single player in the lobby just about has gotten so close. Now it's Gunless's turn on a 6 spree for him. And frankly, you're in the bus. You got the AR. This should be a guarantee that he at least gets the artillery. Unless Skies has something to say about it, but the street hill as scrappy as ever. Gunless not wanting to take the gunfights. There's so much pressure inside of gold.
Here we go. Slack might be the man to do it. Oh, my word. Gunless turns, but on Awakening's going to find those shots. And Well, it's again, the lead is just about to change as both of these teams continue to clash against each other. Pristini looking for the hop up through office here. Some call it rat room, some call it doggy door, whatever it is, it's Pristini's now, and he's going to clean that one right out. Here comes the push from Florida from behind. Awakening with a big kill. Neptune can't get anything done from bank. It is strictly business for Gunless right now, and a very, very good looking hard point from Surge. Chance less than 20 remaining on it now, and it looks like they've got a decent amount of pressure towards the middle as well.
Scrappy, chaotic, pick a different adjective. It could describe this game right now, but still back and forth. Seattle not with the largest lead, but right now Florida is going to be in the hill first, and you see potentially a pinch coming in from every angle as Pristini still gets that bank spawn. So one good push here, and Pristini really should just have free kills shooting these players in the back. There's the first, and Slack, well, quick enough on the response time to get the trades. Florida inside the hill early on, and well, maybe if you're thinking about the streaks, it's Slack's turn. He's on a 4 spree, but at this point, I think no one's going to get him.
I don't think anyone's going to get him. If somebody gets streaked by the end of this one, we'll be all very, very surprised indeed. Awakening's on a 2, Slack's still on the 4 spree. Okay, Awakening does manage to land the 3rd. Gunless puts an end to it. Slacked, is he going to be able to get him? Let's find out. Still a decent hard point here from the Florida Mutineers. Able to just about take the lead after this one, bar any last-minute shenanigans coming in from Surge. But again, look towards spawns for next. It is all Florida. Mutineers, they are going to hold this one down. Slack trying to find something on the 5. Still not much to be had here. Can he kill Octane? Oh no! Octane kills him first. No streaks. Chance, who's next? Roll the dice.
Not possible, not needed. No one's getting him, but right now a little bit of pressure on Awakening, right? He's trying to lock down White side of things where a couple players coming out, and Looney, well, he's going to be trapped in between the entire team of Florida. He gets dealt with in police control, still well in the hands of Florida. That is 3 kills their way. They get the clearance on the point, they get the spawns that they want. No one's been able to get full 60. No one's been able to hold a single hill. Maybe the first time for someone to get it, but Pristini waltzes on through, takes the players out, and we go back to just the scrappiness that has been this Moscow hardpoint.
Oh, it's madness still. Gunless trying to make his way forward. He's looking for Skies. Where's the guy in the point? He can't see him. There's bodies all over the place, and he can't tell which one's alive. Over to Skies he goes, up the top, gets the trades, the shots are there, Octane cut to ribbons. Still, 20 seconds remain on this hard point. Seattle Surge with the left-hand side of the map locked down. There's scrap time to be fought over. We've seen the value of the scrap time, and it's going to be 30 points for the win for Mutineers. Here we go, Chance. Another fountain.
And last time around, Florida actually, once again, going very slow on the approach, right? Neptune's pushed up halfway across the map and just waiting for his teammates. Skies is still pre-aimed over towards Globe. And, well, I mean, it's a minute on this hard point. You get one break. Florida's only 17 seconds away, so you can take your time to get the job done. And Slack, well, he's playing the bait. He's waiting out front. When his teammates make the move, that's when he's going to strike in the place through elbow.
So here we go, slow and steady once again. They did a great job before. Gunless ruined it with a nice big 3-piece, but not today. Oh, Pristini, what a kill that was. Over to Slack now. He and Awakening on point, trying to deal the damage to the close spawns of Surge. He's going to find one. Oh, Gunless helps him out as well. It's a clean hold. And now, look at that scoreline. It's going to get ever so close. Seattle Surge within spitting distance after this point is done. But they have to make that rotation. Mutineers already on point. Can they contest this one? No. You have to go to Boulevard one last time here on Moscow. Gunless is going to try to make the rotation. Neptune will fall. And oh my chance. It's going to be incredibly close in this final push.
Important gunfights to win. This is going to seal the deal for the game, right? Seattle gets one break. They're going to be in the point, free and clear for the first map win. And, well, Pristini can't get the kills on the flank. Gunless can't get the kills and bank into early kills. Go the way of Florida, get the clean 4 down, and now it's a foot race. You're going to have to flood in through the street side of things. You got, what, 7 seconds to go.
You got 5 seconds for the win now, though, and already Skies from behind going to cut these players out on the push forward. Is anyone there to contest? No. Big Wake wins it with a massive 1v1 towards the backside of Bank. And the Florida Mutineers, they draw first blood in this series.
Draw first blood in a hell of a chaotic fashion. That had to have been an incredibly stressful game from both sides of the thing. But hey, comes down to the final hill, comes down to those key gunfights in and around the point. And Florida, well, they simply win them all. I don't even know what to say about the game. It was just strange. Like 8 players, everyone in the lobby at some point about to get score streaks. No one's able to capitalize. I think we didn't see a single full 60 or good hold on any hill really throughout the game. But when it comes down to the scrappiness, it's all about those tiny plays that put you over the edge. And well, Florida had just enough in the tank to get the job done. And even here, this is a moment potentially where I thought it'd be over, right? Gunless gets that bank control. He's got the teammates coming in through the middle alley, but you just see it in the feed. Every single player losing their ones as soon as Pristini falls on the pinch. Well, that's simply just a wrap, right? The goal control stays their way. Awakening wins the AR gunfight.
Oh.
That was good enough to get the job done. So good time investment from Florida, making sure they set up for their rotation. They get the job done.
It was a perfect storm of moments there. I mean, everyone on Florida won their individual engagement, and that put Seattle Surge on spawn at the same time. It was, as you called it, about a 7-odd second journey to make it to the hard point. They only had 5 to work with. That's a wrap on map 1. Well, Moscow, that was a treat. We'll take a quick look at the stats in just a moment and show you who was dishing out the hurt. And honestly, it was relatively even across the board, Chance. I mean, it was a weird game. There's no doubt about it, considering how close the scoreline was.
Absolutely, and I'd say probably one of the more interesting factors is what Florida's breaks on the third hill. Like, they took their sweet time to make it happen, but both times around they were at least able to make it scrappy. And again, you're making those tiny little plays. You win a game by 6 points. Everything is a factor. Job well done. They got the early map win that they needed.
The one thing we all wish we had more of. But we hope you're enjoying yourself here. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we're back, more Call of Duty. Don't go anywhere.
Seattle squad is going to be really dangerous.
Seattle's inside! 249! 249! Seattle!
Make some noise for the Seattle Surge!
Florida Mutineers, brilliant players all round.
It's all on the slack! This is it!
Just straight up winning the gunfights.
Now it's looking a bit spicy. Skies on a rampage right now. Run, Florida! This could be huge. Big weight.
Awareness level 99 for Awakening.
And Neptune starting to look a bit nasty. Welcome to the COD League, young man.
Florida just pulled out some magic to make it happen.
And what a show they're putting on.
Welcome back to the Call of Duty League. Major 2, presented by Zenny Gaming, continues. This is the final series of the day, and now we're already at map 2. This has been a very, very exciting start. Of course, Moscow was a blast, but it's now a thing of the past. Chance for a look at the quick scope brought to you by Scuff, and it's an interesting tale of two teams, man. I mean, it's still Seattle's control, ain't it? But who knows? This could be the turn of events going in a search now. How you feeling at the 7 and 8 either side?
Well, for the search and destroy, I'd have to lean towards Florida purely because of the map pick, right? We're going to Express. They're 3-0 on the map. They've looked fantastic, and really across the board, every single player has made plays. If they're playing the aggressive rounds, you got Neptune or Slack that are finding those first bloods, and anytime there's clutches, I mean, I'm thinking about Skies when he's ripping heads against LA Gorillas when assaults on that head glitch in the back. Like, they've had so many good moments, have looked so clean on the map, and well, I know we can get there a little bit later on, but keep in mind for that control, 2-9 record doesn't look great, but those 2 wins are on Garrison, which we have from map 3, so don't let the record fool you long term, but even still, obviously for Seattle, they do not want to go down 2-0 in the series, and for Florida, I mean, they're just trying to stay perfect on Express.
Gary. If we get there. Or when we get there, rather. But already, it's going to be a clash. Hello. So Neptune took enough heat there as the 3-man push. They go unperturbed. The Seattle Surge. That was one hell of a round. Thoughts, my friend?
I mean, hey, if you don't want to lose this gunfight for the opening pick, you might as well just send your entire team this direction. Never fun to be any AR in the game if you got to shoot back against Octane and Gunless at the same time. Not ideal. So, hey, you get the aggressive opening break, and already, I mean, Florida, they're going to have to be thinking about that for the rest of the game because you can go for that type of strat on offense or defense. Frankly, for Seattle, I was going to say, hey, try it again, see what you can make happen, and Gunless, he's going for it.
They're going for it again. Fly by, Check the top of the bin. Slacked. Wow. Absolutely hits Pristini with a Shoryuken to take care of him there, and that's going to be one down at the start here. Gunners, nice job equalizing. Now the shuffle. As all these pieces start to move around, and it looks like Neptune, he is hungry for it. A lot of shots out, makes the play known, but it is going to keep those players away from the bomb site. But Seattle don't care. They're flying right back at it. I mean, look at that bomb carrier. Looney's just like, yeah, you may have shot in this direction, but I'm coming for you.
Well, they're also just concerned about the pressure on offense, right? Everybody's worried about the flank. Neptune plays aggressive enough that you have, Gunless posted up in the hallway. Octane's expecting the super long wrap around, and at this point, you don't have any map control. You have no information because you haven't spotted anybody in 15, 20 seconds. Maybe Octane and Neptune will meet up down low when they do, but Neptune gets the pick. Makes offense that much tougher, and Looney gets spotted as well. Ripping heads, but Slack looking for the trades. He gets it. Bomb down. 1v2 for Gunless.
1v2 over to Big P now on a 2 spree. Bomb had 20 seconds on the clock. There's a couple of shots. Here we go. Slacked does indeed have the metal to take care of Gunless there, and it was a little shaky, I'm not going to lie. My palms were a wee bit sweaty after that one, but we're all tied up 1-1.
Just the instant gunfire winning. That might have been one of the old-fashioned 3-bullet kills, just if you land all the headshots. Basically feels like a shotgun, but credit to Slack, man. He wanted the evening games. He gets it, and he was able to pick up 3 that round, including the first blood, which, I mean, is just purely reaction time based, getting the beat down on Pristini. No one stacked up mid this time on defense for Seattle. This time it's a 2-2 split, and well, obviously the pressure already on B. Slacked with bomb in hand. I mean, might be able to just plant this for free.
Yep, it could happen. Octane's going to try to keep Skies at bay. Every system gives him a bit of a tickle, but that's not a problem. Slack with the kills up top. Nice work. He's Octane back on up, and Trophy gave him a little bit of trouble, but that's fine. Here comes the plant. 3 remaining members of Surge now going to play retake.
They can play retake, but everybody down low. These are not super difficult gunfights to win with the man advantage. Looney, though, moves on in, first to strike and backs out, stays alive and waits for that health regen. Now under 30 seconds on the clock.
He tags out straight away. Sadly, though, not the same to be had for Gunless, who does drop. Awakening, though, trying to watch this push. Octane's upstairs. Slides down. Awakening finds his second. Big defensive plays. Less than 20 on the clock. Now it's Looney in a 1v3. Hello, boys. There's a lot of them at the bottom of the stairs. They're going to rip him up. Florida, find another round.
Find another round, and I think that's when it just purely comes down to the first blood, right? Like, if you're going for the 2-2 split on defense, the last thing you want to have happen is you get picked, right? Because, I mean, if players are playing the A site, maybe they leave one guy in the flanks who are only dealing a 3, but there's a lot of times if you're going towards B, the entire team is going to be there on offense, and, well, Pristini just meets up against the entire team around the bomb site. I think best case scenario, he gets first blood and then gets traded out. Worst case, you die and leave your teammates in a 3v4. So they get punished that round. And, well, once again, if you're going to B, might as well send the entire team, and that's where Seattle's headed.
Yep, here we go. Seattle, can they run across Slacked on a 4 spree? Try to stop that now would be ideal. Not that streaks are that influential here on Express, but still something. Neptune's going to get a couple of shots out in exchange of nades, and Steenie backs on up, and here comes the fight. Sky's in a sweet spot to get it. Over to Neptune. Crossfire there in the middle of the terminal. Blink and you miss it. The round's done. They won their respective fights, and it was a good bit of a team effort there, but chance that's 3-1.
It's almost like Todd froze, and they were just able to get all the kills.
Well, here we go. This is what we missed. Awakening, nice 2-piece. I also thought that. I was worried for a second there, mate. Well done. I was like, is it me?
He was like going to kill himself with a nade, and then he played in the corner, but no, they're chilling. By the way, 5 spree for Slacked, 4 spree for Awakening, 2 spree for Skies. They got bullied out the first round where Seattle triple stacked that mid lane, and since then, there's been no life from the Surge camp. Now it looks like Octane's by his lonesome over towards B. His teammates double stacked over towards the actual A site. And, well, Looney's got the angle, but Awakening spots him for the information. Meanwhile, that bomb may be getting planted, but Pristini strikes, gets the first blood.
He does. He's had enough of this. No more bullying. I'm taking your lunch money now. As he finds 1, there's going to be another kill from Octane. Pristini finds kill number 2, and an important kill at that. Oh, my word. Surge couldn't even get the words out my mouth. They managed to pull the round back, and they just about stopped all those players on their sprees, and right place, right time. Good stuff out of Surge.
And nice adjustments coming through. Obviously, the late peak from this angle from Octane was nice as he's able to seal the deal. But I think more importantly, right, Persini, instead of playing on the steps on bomb by himself, well, he comes from the other angle, gets the first blood, gets ticket control, and it's not just Octane that was there from the help, right? He had Looney that had his backing, Gunless even from the trains can help him out with either angle. So better teamwork coming through, and obviously the first blood's going to be nice. Every single streak that the Florida Mutineers were on for their players has gotten stuffed. Now this bomb, the first A attack, I believe, we've seen from Seattle.
And this could well be a successful one. See what Awakening's got up his sleeve. I think he may have heard enough there. That little jump around the corner. Makes a lot of noise. Gunner should be able to hear him, but... oh, that would have been heard as well. See how these players go for it. Slide, just trying to bait some activity. There's 3 players now making their way forward. Awakening! 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 Finds himself one before going down. The trades are on point, though. Once again, Gunless now versus Neptune. Not a problem whatsoever. 2v2. The 2 members now of Seattle Surge closing in on that A-bomb site. Still, the Florida Mutineers defenders, Skies and Slacked, cross map, waiting for the play.
And Slacked is still waiting for rotation, right? He's been posted up in the hallway this entire time, and Skies, it looks like he wants to meet up with them. They're trying to make a bit of a play, clear out that B-bomb, and potentially go for rotation. Meanwhile, Pristini, well, doing his best army crawl up towards the train, but neither team has spotted either player in the past 30 seconds, so everyone's playing this blind. And time is ticking down. They don't want to plant this on A. They're trying to wrap it again, but Slack, he's just been chilling in the hallways, but eventually the pick comes through. Pristini's going to find it, but Slack's going to meet him. Can't get the trades. Double Child is there from Seattle. Able to tie things up at 3-3, and what a hell of a call from those guys, right? Time is ticking. You're feeling the pressure just being poured on you, but the patience pays off. Pristini with some nice gunfight wins, taking down Skies and getting the job done. Back and forth game, Miles.
Well, you called
Same
it.
as what we had in the hard point.
It was very similar. Again, what a blind round. Not knowing what to do there. Both teams concerned, looking over their shoulders. Paranoia set in. And in the end, it was like, you know what? Hold my hand. Let's do this together. You're not alone. And they charged that and won the round. Great stuff. We look to go back to A, just for Awakening on the offense here. But again, that bomb is making its way a lot closer in towards that B site. Opening pick from Skies. Nice thing to get things going. But Awakening's just trying to make this that little bit more interesting, but Seattle defense, it ain't budging.
It's not budging, but still with that 4v3 that you've afforded yourself, you have options, and you got a lot of time to work with, and Looney right now, the sole man on the A site. Still waiting to see where the bomb carrier and Florida elect to go. As again, they're just playing for patience. They still don't have a ton of information. They know that Looney is nearby. I assume someone saw him as well, but either way, you got the man advantage. You can just work the A side.
Here we go. Let's see how well they work it. Awakening. He's going to be the player on your screen, making his way forward, checking every corner possible. And again, the whole team's pretty much here. You've got yourself, Skies on the flank, making sure no one comes around from behind. But again, the defenders, Surge, have gone towards B. For the most part, it's all on Looney. 20 seconds on the clock. Looney. Oh my God. Looney. He gets the player down. Looney finds kill number 2. Looney. Oh my word. Almost found kill number 3 as well. Awakening has the bomb. Time to plant potentially, but Octane! Seattle Surge. What a massive round that was.
Oh my God. I mean, we just watched Florida. They checked every single angle possible just to let Looney walk up for free and get the 2-piece. And well, gotta give him credit. Nice reads on the child from Neptune, but that is just a dagger of a round. That does not feel good if you're Florida. Again, they took the time to clear out everything, every single possible angle. And then Neptune, right? He doesn't need to play inside the train. If someone jumps in the window, you're going to hear it from a mile away, but they left one thing open. It's exactly what Looney finds. And they're happy to have that advantage as once again, just aggression on this B-bomb site.
Crazy, it's a crazy round. And here comes that aggression. What an angle from Slack that is. He's going to obscure vision for the time being, but look at that tiny slither he's working with. You can just about see the bottom of the stairs. Pristini, move and die at this point, mate. Be careful. He knows that angle's open. Bomb goes down at B. Oh, it's a big win from Slack. Gunless is there for the immediate trade. 3v3. Neptune. Balls to the wall. He's going in. He's going straight for the defuse. Looney can cover the push from down low. Here comes Skies. This is a tight 1v1. A big win from Skies up close. Octane now can't bring the fight closer, and that's that. Florida, they win their respective gunfights, and Neptune, he was out in no man's land for most of that one, but what a defuse this is. Whew, chance, fast round.
Very fast round indeed, and a couple players having a nice game. Slack has been on point with those first bloods, even though he does get traded out. His teammates there for the trades, and this is the moment, right? Awakening knows that Gunless is going to be coming, ready for the gunfight and able to pick up the 2-piece as well, just catching a player, I assume, On the rotation, yeah, Octane just not prepared. Very nice job done by Florida, not just for the bounce back, but the retake was strong. And again, Slacked having a very solid performance so far. Maybe more credit to Awakening as he's got 8 kills to his name.
Having a big one. 4-4 though. The Search and Destroy will certainly be going the distance. And here we go. It's an 8-man hit into Terminal. Here we go. Who's going to get the first blood? Who's going to get the opening shot? Skies! Holy moly, the trades! Perfect trades if you ask me, but Pristini comes out on top. Seattle Surge, I mean, just go back and look at that kill feed. It was absolute perfection. Pristini, just the tiniest bit late to the party, and that was a crucial kill to seal the round.
That is such clean movement, too. Clean movement, clean confidence, and what? The second round we've had that last all of 10, 15 seconds. Just blistering pace. Seattle's able to throw on board, and hey, happy for it. They got the 5-4 lead. It seems like in the aggressive moments, these guys have been on point. Once again, this bomb going towards A. I don't know how fast they're going to be able to play this, and it looks like we've seen this before. Going to take your time, play for picks, and see if they can catch anyone over committing. And well, Neptune maybe on that list. You can see Slack just hanging out in the hallways. Another little battle between him and Pristini.
He's got his leg up. Looks like he's peeing like a dog at that point in time, but we'll see. Pristini, I mean, he's got eyes on this spot. He must be able to hear them. Pristini and Gunners, here they come. Check those corners, work the stairwell. Slack can maybe get one out of this, but there's no way he takes both. Surely not. There's the peak. Pristini's seen it. Absolutely beams him. Not a chance in hell. Brilliant first blood. It's a 4v3.
And it's just patient gameplay, just to throw the shoulder, even when you're not sure if there's anything you need to do. But now in the 3v4, everyone's stacked up in and around Ticket Booth. And funnily enough, Looney's been chilling over by A this entire round. He knows it's clear. He can call that out to his teammates. But once again, there's been one lane left open. And it looks like Skies is the player that found it. So he is on the flank. Meanwhile, Pristini has flanking opportunities as well on the flip side. So a lot of action about to happen.
Yep, Awakening's going to be the first player to drop. Oh no, Neptune got a 2-piece on the other side of the map. Here comes Skies, straight to the point. Octane goes down. Pristini, last player left in a 1v2. Pristini may be able to do something special here. If they check the bomb, it is over. Oh, here we go. Nice bit of timing, though. 3 seconds left on the clock. That's going to be that. The round is done. Can he take a kill with him? Not a chance. Florida Mutineers. Oh, boy. Round 11. Here we go, Chance. What the hell is going to happen here?
Oh, we didn't even get to see the 2-piece from Neptune. He got robbed of the best play. I would have loved to have seen what sort of angle he found. But either way, you called it round 11. And you talk about a massive one as well. Florida, if they go 2-0, you have to imagine incredibly confident in the series. And both times these teams have faced, Florida is 2-0 in the controls. They would love to have the lead, and it looks like we might have another bloodbath of a round. Actually, it's only Looney. He's the sole man to be, at least from the normal side of things. Everyone else coming through Ticket Booth.
Here comes the push through Ticket. Pristini's going to be the first player up. Octane with the first blood. Slack's going to be up next. Takes a swing, and it ain't enough. Pristini puts him down. Ooh, put the nade away, mate. That's your friend. Shots now from the backside. Skies just about trying to level it up. But again, it's a 2v3 right now. And Awakening, he is nowhere to be found. Skies doing this alone with the movement on point. Can he stay alive? No. Pristini guns him. It falls to Big Wake. A 1v3. Should a player dare cross his red dot, they will meet an untimely end. But can he take all 3 of them? That's the question. 1v3 chance. Gunless is going to make him sweat for this.
A little bit of utility down, but he's going to have to start ripping heads. And honestly, this setup here, everyone's going to challenge. He's trapped in Ticket Booth. The team is there. Seattle get the bounce back that they needed, clutched up in the round 11. And I tell you, one of the best TDM teams we might have in the league. What an insanely, I mean, I know we're at round 11, but insanely fast round. Or game of search and destroy. I think we might have had 2 that were down to the wire. Maybe 2 bomb plants the entire time, but hey, they get the job done. Had a couple nice strat calls coming out. Seemed like anytime there was a ton of aggression on the B site, Seattle was the team that came out on top, and well, that was an important one for them to get. And funnily enough, in the matchup as well, Seattle has their number in search, 3-0 against Florida in the game mode.
Well, there you go. I mean, it was interesting. You called it, there was a bit of a TDM, you know, not many bomb plants at all. It was very, very interesting. In fact, yeah, we saw 2 bombs. You were absolutely right. One for either team. Not so characteristically expressed, but there you go. A fast, fun one. That ties the series up at 1-1, and boy, oh boy, mate, this is shaping up to be a real series. I had a feeling, but at 1-1 already, whew, Spicy. Feeling it. Garrison Control up next. Mate, what are your thoughts?
I mean, that's the interesting question, right? Florida's had their number 2-0 against Seattle in control. And you look at the overall for Seattle, 2-9. It just looks atrocious. But the last time we saw them play Garrison, they completely switched up their play style, right? It used to be Gunless and Octane posting up with ARs on defense, like in their back spawn, and letting their subs work top green and defend the A site the entire time. Now it's Octane that defends the A site with the AR, and Gunless pulls out the sub for the aggression. We've only seen him on the map once, but it went phenomenally well. So the question is for me, for Florida, how prepared are they going to be for the adjustments that Seattle has made? And if those adjustments are good enough to keep getting them those wins in Garrison. But as far as the tactical play goes, I mean, again, take your pick on what round it's going to be. This is where the funny moment happens, right? It is they clear out every single angle, every single corner. They do the job. They get the trophy down. They clear out the trains. And then the only thing they leave open, the only possible angle of attack, well, Looney finds it, gets the timing perfect, and the two-piece, well, seals the deal on the round. And keep in mind, if it's a round 11 game, rounds like this, incredibly important. Looney for MVP.
Yeah, Looney, there it was, the US Army tactical play. Looney, what a move. We've seen a few plays from Looney on Express S&D that have been truly clutch, truly round winners, but that's another one to add to the photo book, add to the memories. Right, that's it, friends. We're 1-1 in the series. We're going to throw to a quick commercial break, and upon our return, it's going to be Garrison Control. You do not want to miss this one. See you after the break.
Looney, the MVP, undeniably the most factual thing anyone has said today. Okay, let's be real. That hard point, the first hard point, obviously not the best. We had a really big hiccup at one point when we were trying to play for the streak. It was a really smart play that ended up coming back and just not working out for us. I think the points we would have got from that round probably would have put us out to come on top with the victory. We would have been up 2-0 right now. Unfortunately, it just did not work out the way we wanted it to. It's actually a really close game. If you guys saw that, Gunless had a nice 3K there to actually hold the site and allow his team to rotate in, hold down the spawns, and get almost an entire stack of points off one site alone. I think they almost got the full 60 on Fountain. That's crazy. That's unheard of usually. Most people break it or they have a choke player. They don't hold rotations. We did absolutely that today. We were late to 2 of the rotations. I saw that. You guys probably did as well. Otherwise, the rotation holding, Preston's entry, everything about that hard point, really it came down to trading. It really did. It was 1 kill, 2 kills. No one was really there to get the trades for the most part. We can work on that. We will. But if you look at the keys we had for the day, we did 2 out of 3 of those absolutely excellently. Okay, we shut down both players we were worried about. Skies, Big Wake, you guys absolutely came out phenomenal today. Unfortunately, Preston had your number, and he was ready to absolutely shut you down and hang up on the line. It was phenomenal. The Search and Destroy Looney, you had the biggest brain plays I have ever seen. Undeniably MVP. You could not play better. The hat has to go. Don't bring it back anymore. The boy genius with the hair unleashed, that's what I'm looking for. All right, that was beautiful. Your skills were undeniably what saved the Search and Destroy match to come out on top 6-5. Looney, I love you. I am so excited to see how the rest of this goes. If you guys want to look as good as our players, remember shop.seattlesurge.gg. You get your jerseys, hoodies, and more, and look just as good as our players do anytime you want. They look flawless.
Looking dangerous. He manages to get 3 before being taken down there. Unbelievable stuff. Seattle Surge, they gun them all down. They stand triumphant.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty League Major 2, presented by Zenny Gaming, still underway. We're going to look at Seattle Surge now, while the players decompress and Octane truly relaxes. We're going to talk about their control gameplay, because Chance, the start of stage 1, I mean, let's face it, their control, 2 words, not good enough. But now it's definitely coming together, mate.
I mean, I think they're looking for like the 3-word uptick, right? They're just looking for those improvements, and I can only parrot it so many times, right? But the play style they've had where they've switched it up, they basically said, hey, we don't want our subs playing top green constantly, at least not when we're like need to stack up super heavy on defense. Now it's Octane's job to just sit over there, do his thing, play his life, and as long as he never dies, they should be good to go on defense. And of course, well, Gunless, the main factor why, right? Pulls out the AK-74U, makes that switch, and obviously Heel is feeling great with that in his back pocket. Had a fantastic game last time we saw him on Garrison Control, and maybe the aggression that he can bring something that the team is going to need. Of course, you know, Florida has certainly done their research. They know what to expect. The question is, how well can they handle it? Of course, you talk about the swing maps. Florida not excited to have this series go very far down the line. I mean, the Game 5 we have on Raid, they've never played the map before. So maybe they're more confident than I am. Maybe they know something that I don't. But when I just see a 0-0 on a map set, if I'm Florida, again, you just want to end it early, which means they got to win the next two.
Got to win the next two. And again, the longer the series goes on, the harder this becomes in theory for the Florida Mutineers. And called it, mate. Our game field keys to victory. We'll look out for the changes that Seattle have made to their garrison control game. We'll find out if they truly can hang. But, hey, what a series. This is shaping up to be. The control could be the spicy one. We're at about 2 out of 3 chilies right now. Actually, no, 2 out of 5 chilies on the spice factor. But it is fast improving. Getting hot here in the CDL. The final day of day 2. Major 2, day 2. Final match. Oh my God, my brain. Chance, take over.
It has been a very long day. I will happily admit that. A lot of COD action, and well, here's the stack coming in through top green. The players doubling it up, but Neptune at least able to get that first blood. And Gunless, you talk about a big gunfight to win. You do not want to give up A pressure early, but hanging out on defense, nothing crazy has happened so far. And of course, even if the pick comes through, Looney right back where he needs to be, making sure green control stays in their hands.
Yeah, Florida's still making the run towards this point. And we get the first tick on B. Ooh, Gunless, there he is. Right place, right time. That's going to be the slight drain. So progress at B, wasted. Drained away, at least down to 50% on that first tick. Now Neptune, slowly but surely creeping his way through the center of the map, waiting for the reinforcements to arrive. And he's certainly drawing the aggression for now. Pristini's going to find one. Skies gets involved in the kill feed as well, but this is Gunless in his element, moving around that bottom of the map. Can he find any of these kills? Slacked. What a snap that was. It's another B. Had teammates are there. Surge. Looking great on defense so far.
Looking great. Again, just all the map control in the world. Looney's been posted up for the longest time, and for good reason. Caution control is what you want, but maybe gets bad timing. He knows the player slid up above him, trying to stay alive, but he gets taken down, trying to clear out your base. But Pristini, well, did the smart thing. He went on the full flank, and Pristini's thinking about spawn kills. Meanwhile, Gunless trapped inside of vents is not trapped at all. He absolutely shreds Awakening in that gunfight. And, well, still, if you got Pristini in the back base, eventually you got to imagine he's going to start finding some kills. There's the next one to go through, and Sky's the 4th man down. Doing the job on defense. Seattle not completely dominant, only a 4-life swing, but they get the job done. Get that first round they needed.
Very clinical, all in all. You're right. It's not necessarily the difference in the kills department there, but you really managed to keep the members of Mutineers off of that point. Great efficiency. Octane's going to get that best play, and man, it was pretty squeaky, to be honest, on defense there. Interesting to see how Surge played this offensive round, and if Mutineers, can they make those reads again? Can they find something special here? Because that was not a good sign going forward.
And it is worth pointing out, it looked like the idea from Florida was probably to try to go to A off the rip, right? They kept trying to double stack into green, but I think Gunless wins 1 or 2 big gunfights, Looney wins 1 or 2 big gunfights, and if the early aggression A doesn't work and you never get map control, you end up getting punished. This time Seattle potentially with a similar idea, got 2 players that went towards B, but they might be thinking about green control, which, to their credit, it has been left open.
Well, take the opening. Gunless, seemingly unkillable, whether it's Semtex or bullets. He's going to hold this one. Neptune as the silver bullet for that monster. Finally, defending the B zone. Over A, though, we go, and it's going to be a 2-man stack for the time being here as Mutineers got a little bit of work to do on the defense. Awakening on the pinch, possibly able to do something. No, Looney still causing problems in the back line. Octane on the front line now as well with the pistols, trying to get closer up. First ticket A's gone. Looney's still alive in the back.
God.
He's still going, baby. Life count still pretty even, but Chance, second ticket A's and was gone.
I mean, he's already made the play, right? He's on a 5 spree. He's looking for streaks, but you got your teammates triple stacked on the point. You don't get the streaks, but hey, you get A off the rip, and that's job well done. Again, Florida just elected not to try to vie for green control at all. They trusted themselves to win the gunfight from bricks. They do not, and they get punished for it. 3-life lead and all the time in the world to actually work yourself towards this B point, and frankly, they already have enough pressure on the map. They're here, ready to go. Gunless does get dropped, but as long as you basically never go 4 down on offense, you should eventually be able to get that pressure over towards B.
Here comes that mounting pressure. Octane, you heard the familiar ting of the headshot there and can't quite get any more. Here comes the top green push from Big Weight. And he finds something to help out his team because, again, you've got players on that B zone now. Slowly but surely, Seattle Surge going for the cap. Pristini wins a big one. B zone now starting to fade away. Gunless is there in the two-man stack. The one of them goes down. Sky's in slack. Nice job. Light up the kill feed. Make the B zone that bit safer. Looney's still trying to make his way forward, and chances, again, as long as you don't go down all four at the same time, you should be good.
Still, all about those sort of like an S&D around, right? This is where the gunfights matter most, and Pristini, well, looking for the first blood, but he gets caught out. Still green control. Now the ARs from Florida have double stacked it, trying to retain that power position, and it seems like for Seattle, it's been a long time since they found a kill, right? Now they're down by 2 lives. At one point, they were up by 4. Gunless trying to keep things interesting, but again, they just cannot get past that 50-yard line. The AR stacked up on Tack Catwalk, just cutting them down. And still that map spread. Florida, I mean, maybe they're just happy to hold B the entire defensive round.
It's still, though, kill by kill, inch by inch, they move forward slightly for Florida on defense. We are closing in on the end here. 35 seconds remaining. Gunless moving forward. Slack's going to make the reads. They're on top Sky Tank. Octane's going to get it. Does manage to stay alive. Trade's on point, though. Again, the communication right now from Florida. It's crisp. It's clean. They are not being too ambitious on the defense. Heavy tags from Skies. Massive amount of damage dealt. Able to pick up these kills with relative ease, and it's just looking easy. Final 15 chance. And there you go. Octane's going to finally find a few kills. Slack may be able to pounce here and slow the push. Oh, Gunless gets it. Able to contest the final moments. Oh, does just about. A kill on Neptune would be huge, but no. Awakening from behind. That should be that. A moment of seconds of reprieve there, but no. Florida hold the line all the way to the end.
Oh, and again, just, I mean, almost a similar theme, what we saw on the hard point and a little bit of what we saw on the surge. Just a ridiculous round. I mean, you end up giving up A on defense because they just played it very risky, never sent anyone to green. Didn't even play the head glitches. They just stacked their AR players around bricks, and, well, they get punished early on, but hey, they went massive in the middle portion of the round. Again, once they got their ARs in the power positions, once you got them to the catwalk, once you got them top green, they just simply never left. Maybe a small missed opportunity for Seattle, but hey, at the very least, keep winning your defenses. You should be good to go. I think on the life count front, Seattle maybe has a small edge, or it's certainly within 1 or 2 lives for the moment. Very tight game.
Whew. Whew. Look at this long-range fight. Somebody get these boys a higher magnification on that scope to make it that bit easier. He's going through. B point already being invaded there by the Mutineers. 2-man stack on B zone. First tick's absolutely been eviscerated. Looney loses a big one there to Skies. That's going to be top cat what's safe. We're still going to have those players on B, slowly but surely. There goes... Oh, no, wait, the second tick. Oh, no, they don't get it. Second tick just in the nick of time. Pristini on the big defense.
Think less about the ticks as well, but more about that map pressure again. We just saw it for the entire last round. Once you get some ARs in this spot, when I say ARs, I don't mean players. I just mean someone that has the gun in hand. That's what you like to see, but Sky's able to at least his one-on-one. You get a little bit more map clearance, and well, Looney, we'll just see you later. Headshot gonna destroy him in Awakening with the big 2, but still Pristini behind enemy lines. You see Awakening very concerned. As long as Pristini is alive in the back, it's gonna take you that much longer to clear him out. Just needs to play his life in the gunfight on Neptune. Pristini right now on point. 3 spree for him.
These angles are so annoying, difficult to deal with. Now for Slack, he's taken too many hits. He has to dip out of that fight, allow his teammates to come forward, but it's hard to make that presence known. Again, Octane's got his AR locking down the middle as well, and it is a solid defense now from Seattle Surge. Pristini, heavy tags, still backing on up. Less than 20 seconds now remain, and Gunless are going to fill the pieces immediately. Charging forward, Gunless, Big P, finding the first. Neptune just about surviving, but again, the trades. Less than 10 now on Seattle Surge, looking to find themselves another defensive round, and Pristini's 5 spree, it is going nowhere. Wonderful work from Seattle. That will be a 2-1 lead in the control. One more. The map is done.
And just a ridiculous round, too. Pristini, Little P, whatever you want to call him, just the absolute finesse king in that round. I mean, he spent, what, the entire time basically around the vent side of the map, but he was in their spawn at one point, doubles back, wrapping back through the vents, jumping up, playing every single angle. Incredibly annoying to deal with, and, well, Awakening. Shot might be crisp, but they never found an opening, and Pristini the main reason why. Of course, now the route for the win for Seattle. You get 2 options, right? Make sure you don't get outslayed too heavy. Right now, they're up by about 4 kills, I believe, in the kills column. So keep it within that margin. You're guaranteed the defense. Or, I mean, just win it on offense, right? You see Florida, though, making the adjustment, making sure they get green control, not falling for the same trick twice.
we go. Looney does get that first blood. You've still got a lot of members of Seattle Surge on sprees here. This could be huge. Cini's still looking for a few more. His teammates trying to help him out here. Looney, pressure on green. Cini pulls a Krig out, trying to get an early pick. Not able to get much, though, so far. And still, you do have that presence on B. Just for a brief moment, Looney does win his fights over towards a green side of the map. So it's a decent amount of map control so far for Seattle Surge. They've got themselves progress on B already. Pristini gets kill number 6. And they keep the run going.
Yeah, he's playing heavy for these streaks right now. That's why he's posted up so far back. And actually, the progress over towards B might be enough to put him over the edge to get the artillery, and it gets the job done in that regard. Now, in this situation, I mean, you got options. If you want to try to win on offense, one streak is great. You might be able to get the job done, or you could try to play super careful and guarantee the defense, but I think that just means you're looking for some kills, see what kind of round you open up, and frankly, if you get bricks control, I mean, that is a lot of players right now that are stuck outside, and maybe a lot of players that Pristini going to be thinking about spawn killing.
Seattle Surge, they're doing some fishing right now, and the net has been cast, and they've got themselves some sweet bit of catch here, and that's going to be full streaks. That's going to be them on the point. The heavy stack immediately. They took the long way round. Oh boy, that's a GG. They took the long way round. Streaks are out and about. They are truly in no man's land. This could be terrible. And look how fast they captured the point. A final contest for a brief moment. But Seattle Surge, from a team that could seemingly not capture a zone to save their lives, a clinical round against the Mutineers there.
And Garrison Control is a threat for him, man. If you're looking at their records just on paper, it's gonna fool you at this point. Teams are gonna have to start paying attention at the very least, or just make sure you clutch up in the hard points in the searches. But Garrison Control, they look much better on, and whether or not it's Big P with the work with a 74U or Pristini himself just going on a tear, and he's hyped for good reason. Threw the team on his back, had 2 clean rounds, full streaks. Again, just completely seals the deal. But even the teamwork in those final moments, I mean, just swarm on Florida, trap them on the A point, and well, once you get the kills, makes the job that much easier. Maybe breathe a nice sigh of relief as you can go into the checkmate hard point, where admittedly the checkmate was actually Florida's map pick, but Miles, they have a 1-in-5 record on the checkmate.
Oh, well, we'll see. Look at the stats, though, again, from that last series, and a lot of love going the way of Gunness there, the 3.4k damage to close that one out. But again, it didn't need that many kills, because again, Seattle Surge playing the game mode, playing the map so well. Getting those round captures, offensive round wins, and that last one was absolutely stunning. That was perfect control play. 2-mans, fishing the top, 2 guys coming through bricks. They just jump on the point at the same time. This has been clinical, absolutely clinical so far. The search and destroy was pretty wild, but I mean, if we get to that map number 5, we'll see how we go. But here we have it. Coming up next, we've got ourselves another hard point as this series continues on. All bets are off. We have no idea where this one's going, and it's getting very hot indeed. Spice factor goes up by a single chili. We come back after the break. There's more Call of Duty to be played, friends. Don't go anywhere.
Seattle squad is going to be really dangerous.
Seattle's inside! 249! 249! Seattle!
Make some noise for the Seattle Surge!
Season with a statement after 3-0 over the LAC.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty League. Major number 2, brought to you by Zenny Gaming. Now, I'm telling you, the social soundboard powered by Astro Study is having trouble. I'm telling you, I'm getting 2 points all weekend. It is officially chalked. I mean, I'd have put chalk in full caps, Jay, like it's bad, but for me, I can't really talk. I'm sitting on a donut. I'm actually on a donut. And if, like, the way things look now, I could walk away with a donut all major long. Who knows, though, but guys, chance someone is at least having a little bit more success at times than some of the talent here, but that was a tricky one there in the control. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely. I mean, it doesn't help when one of your teammates is averaging 1 kill per round, but Sky's the X factor. Honestly, his stats kind of flip-flopped a little bit with Awakenings, like the AR's taking turns of who's popping off. Stage 1, Awakening had a field day. Stage 2, Sky's has been super bueno, and you can see in the loss as well, it hasn't been clean in Search when they lose, and well, of course, Search is the map 5 we're looking forward to. We're going to see if he can pick up the slang in the hard points. And again, on a map like Checkmate, it is the AR's playground, right? You're expecting a guy like Skies and a guy like Awakening to pop off. But at the same time, if you look at the ARs on the flip side, it is just a bloodbath of a matchup. It's what we saw in map number 1. It's what we saw in map number 2. And at the very least for map 3, well, Florida's blood was certainly spilled, but Seattle, they have the momentum. And again, they even have the comfort pick for map 5, man. If it goes to a raid for the final map, Seattle going to be a bit more confident, but of course, they just want to get the job done, take care of business, and try to make sure you keep Florida's record down low. 1-5 on this map, and they picked it again. They're thinking your 7th time charm to get their 2nd win. 7th time's the charm. I mean, I've not heard it, but it could be proved true today.
It's an American saying. It's new.
It's not made it across the pond yet. Here we go, though. Map number 4. Over to Checkmate. Ah, gosh, what a series this is. This one's going the distance, and again, if it goes all the way, the only thing you can hope for Florida, big win here, roll that momentum all forward and smoke them in game 5. But let's see if you got it. Into the plane we go, Chance, and it's going to be contest central here on Checkmate.
Wow, Brasini just straight up commits to the gunfight, and for good reason. Has Flak Jacket on to survive the nade, and they get the win, and Gunless push through. I mean, they're picking up kills inside the plane. That is as good of an opening break as you could ask for, especially with Seattle starting on the good side, but trying to keep those players at bay, trying to avoid the contest time. Gunless can't quite get it done, but Brasini, he's just the safety man. He's not leaving this spot. He's making sure, hey, if we got the spawns, as long as the other team doesn't get a bunch of time, we're calling that a win.
Nice shots. Brasini there on the plane. Nice shots. You've got Looney out on the wing, hitting shots through the window. You've still got Florida spawning way, way, way out. Seattle Surge, full map control right now. Again, look at those players on the right-hand side, making sure the reinforcements steady stream keeps on coming from the same part of the map. Here we go, though. Octane's going to have to beeline over towards the hard point, while Awakening just cleans the top of the plane out. Skies, though, oh, that's a big fight. A massive win. He's now got to contend with the remaining members of Seattle Surge. You can call P2 his. Can he get it? Oh, Looney, nice job.
Well, Looney shuts him down, but still, you have a couple players spawning out. So right now, Slack just trying to keep these players off the hill, but he gets caught. I don't think he's ever going to expect Octane to be coming from that side of A Street. So the spawns end up panning out, and now AR's in the hands of everybody on Seattle. They get the clearance for the moment. Looney knows he needs to back up, knows the pressure's coming from the back, but Awakening, awareness level 99, knows the gunfight's coming, gets the job done, and the break is in.
Oh, Gunner's trying to just find the angle there. Neptune holding the point down. This is a nice opportunity for the Florida Mutineers to pull this one back. Again, at the end of this hard point, we should give them the lead. Still have to make that rotation over towards the center of the map, under the plane, 3rd hard point. Coming up in 5 seconds, you see that on your screen. But there we go. Map coverage right now for Seattle, very broad. Slacked, looking to find an opening, looking to be the playmaker right now for his squad. Give them some openings just to get towards that hard point. Here we go. Nice opening shots there on a Pristini. That's going to be a nice 2 kills to go the way of Florida Chance. With that, oh, there goes the 3rd. Here comes the push onto the point.
Push on the point is there, and I mean, frankly, just for the fact of how hard they lost the P1 hill, the fact that they came away after P2 and have the lead, that is ridiculous stuff from Florida, and they're trying to let it ride. They got the clearance. They know all the spawns are coming out from P5 and back A Street, but Slack with a little bit of bad timing, and well, Burstini pulling out the Krig, catches Awakening as well, so you got a couple extra ARs in the hands of the Seattle players specifically for this hill, and well, Burstini, not always the sub player, pulls out the Krig, gets the job done. flex player number 3 on this squad.
Flexing indeed, but for now, we're going to see what the Florida Mutineers can do to hold on to this lead and maybe even get the quick contest. There we go. So, time for an Astro Gaming listen-in with the Florida Mutineers.
Nice. Double on time.
One's ASD, one's ASD.
I'm working top left side of the hill. I spawned
What's
left
there, Dan? What's there, Dan dead? No one be on me. One's P2, one's over me. He's pushing
One is
out.
P2,
One is P2.
P2, but he went
I
outside.
saw hard flush, one P2, one is P2.
Yeah, he's P2, so.
I'm watch yellow crate for you.
I'm pushing
He's
for
not
exit.
peeking.
I'm in midpoint, help me. One's their side, one's stairs. What's stairs head? And deep right.
There's no,
There's no.
Deep right, help, deep right.
I think last year. Work together. I'm picking up
Watch out, Dan.
They can go under plane.
They spawn back right. They spawn back right, alley.
I did it. He's weak, weak to it. They can go under plane. They can go under plane. I hear you. I'm down on time.
I'm watching under.
Yeah, there's side, back right, so.
Okay, go great crate to mid.
Yo, under what? They'll be behind you. There's two midpoint. They're gonna fight.
Watch out their side, two midpoint.
Yeah, one more on midpoint.
Good.
Two midpoint.
Two teams split.
One's our wood box, sorry.
Waste your tags. Waste your tags our side.
I needed one. Yeah, on the center box.
I want our side.
Low left, wing, low wing.
Weak to it.
I'm up your plane.
I'm telling our son.
One's under wing.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Our side done.
Machi, he'll peek. Yo, our side, he'll peek.
Yo, low plane, watch out. He's still low plane.
Sam, weak as fucking hill. Weak as fuck, Sam and Hill. You saw me. Sidewood. I need the back.
Side wood. They're gonna be back out of me. He jumped in wood. You guys can work front if you like. I can fuck with the back right.
I hear you.
Yo, one push up under left. He's under left.
Dead.
Watch your window.
What's up and shit.
One's back left. I'm working.
Honestly, had good comms there, all in all, from Florida Mutineers. Again, tack usage coming up a few times, but trying to make the break here. Anything that really stood out to you?
I mean, I think just the extra few syllables of a way to call out a player one shot is always fun to hear, but hey, you get the point across. Your teammates know that they need to challenge. But right now, you see how big of a problem A Street is, at least a point of concern. Gunfights being won from this direction, Slack trying to keep it down and just keep these players out of the hill. But Gunless, he's just hanging outside, not even challenging the gunfight. Says, hey, I don't need to take any gunfights at all. All this time is going to me, and I'm happy for it. And Slack, frankly, well, he knows he just wants the score streaks breaking into this hill, a near impossibility.
He's desperately trying to get it, just about lands that shot. 10-10 overall, 6 in a row. Slack has managed to pull this one back, but the same cannot be said for the scoreline right now. As Seattle Surge walking away with this one. What an incredibly profitable hill. Very productive work over there by P5. Neptune now over towards the first, our second set of the rotations, and Florida, they've got a little bit of climbing to do, Chance. Looney, he's trying to get in there, but they seem to be holding this one. Florida, hold the line. Octane manages to get one kill, but you've still got a lot of presence there on point.
And again, from the direction right now Seattle is coming from, they just want to make sure they can at least contest, but Octane just hoping these players challenge. Now that he's got the teammates, well, the contest comes through, and now you're just trying to let the gunfights come your direction. See, Skies actually slides out for the challenge, and the bait ends up being set up perfectly. Octane wins the gunfight that he was waiting for. Pristini gets the plane control up top, so nice break attempt there, and the clearance is good. Final 20 seconds going to Seattle as they bump up their lead by quite a bit, and obviously for this P2 hill, it is going to be a lot of pressure on Florida. You don't necessarily need the full 60, but you got to make sure that you do not get broken. At the very least, just maybe a few seconds of scrap time.
Very least. Eyes on the prize, though. Neptune in on the next point. He held the spawns for a very, very long time there, and now his job is done. Out he goes with that submachine gun to try to clean through these players. Slack's going to be the front line, and again, everyone is just trying to hold this out. You can look at number 8 there, Neptune. He's gone all the way to the far side, trying to make sure that no one slips through. It's a very unusual angle to be fighting from for Slack. Can't quite get both, but again, Tracer on point. Still, Skies fills the hole immediately. Back onto the point. 40 seconds remaining here on P2, but Gunless. Oh, Big P cleans out the back. Pristini, he cleans out the front as well. It's the big PP combo. They're going to land both those kills, and that's going to be the hard point in the hands of Seattle Surge. And holy dooly, chance just like that. There's potential for 30 seconds here going their way.
I mean, either way, final 30 seconds would be fantastic, puts them over the edge, but just to be able to get a break that early on gets the job done. And I tell you, watching Pristini play, his brain just works faster than mine. It feels like I just play in slow motion in comparison, but processing power OP. And now for the final hill, you were able to keep that massive lead that they've accrued up by more than 80 going into new. Easy route for the win now for Seattle, right? Play it scrappy over these next two hills. You can take your time to make it happen, and they'll be good to go for the series win.
This is going to be big again. The hold down for Florida essential. Nice shots again from Skies. Can't quite get it all done himself. Awakening though. Ooh, sport for choice there. And the kills come through. Looney now going to push Slack back, and that's going to be a clean 4 down. Neptune, he's going to be the first one in. You've got to start dealing the damage. Seattle Surge, they are starting to walk away with this one. And this is it. Tournament life, Florida. You have to get on that point. Start to turn this ship around a lot faster than expected. There's 30 seconds remaining on this point chance. Octane's going to find those kills. Florida may be able to make a break here, but you've got to go perfect from here on out, seemingly.
You got to go perfect. You're just going to have to find some gunfights to start winning, right? Any kill that they get, it gets traded out instantly. Just a few more seconds of time going to waste Seattle. And, well, Awakening may be able to pick up some 2 nice kills for him to get. There's the third, the Mr. Do-It-All on the team for the moment. And, well, is going to be there to shut down the 4th, or Skies might get it, but he was there for the help. You pressured out the spawns in the correct direction, right? Seattle's still spawning out, and you win the big one-on-one inside the hill. This is the hottest Florida has been all game long. A lot of kills going their way. And a decent opportunity to start racking up the time, but obviously you can see Seattle. They can take their sweet time. Just looking for a couple kills here, a couple kills there. They'll be good to go.
Oh, this is great covering fire from Octane, keeping those players as suppressed as he possibly can. Gunless is up next to the plate, takes a swing. Not too bad, not quite a home run, though. Over to Skies, a massive win versus Pristini. Holding it down for the Florida Mutineers. There's trades, back and forth we go. 2-man on the point. They're going to hold this as long as they can. Rotation already down. Again, Seattle Surge, you're 26 points from the victory now. You can start to throw your bodies at these points, trying to get some scrap time. This is great work out of Neptune, just clearing these players out. Sadly, a little too fast, a little too slick. Slips on by. Can Gunner stop the points for now? He does. That's really important. Huge. And we did see this previous hard point chance entirely go the way of Seattle Surge. It has to be different right now for Florida.
Oh, and those are ridiculous kills from Neptune, by the way. If any player from Seattle was able to cross, that could have been the dagger just to win the game. But now this is a great spot, right? You can get a full 60. You got the hill control as well. And if you get it, you are right back in this game. You got the setup you want, a player watching A Street. Skies at the back of the plane. The crisp shots from Gunless, though. 26 kills to his name, but obviously you can see, trying to take your time. Looney gets trapped trying to go for the contestant.
Oh!
This is Florida, man. This was a 90-point comeback that they are working on, Miles, and that is another clean 4 down.
And it's Neptune. We keep seeing him in the kill feed, and he's still on a run right now. This is going to be 3 in a row, pushing these players out. You see the smattering of gunfire there through the top wings. There's Neptune. There's Neptune once again. Octane finally puts him down. Pristini on the flank. Big damage in his slacked. And Gunless now. Onto the point he goes. The final push. And it's been sweet. It's been enough to just get these players off the point. Neptune once again off spawn. Cracked out of his mind right now. Nailing these shots. You go to the rotation, though, Chance. You look across the map, and it's been an incredible effort from the Florida Mutineers. But you do have Surge on point. And here we go. Can Neptune keep going? Somehow, some way, he stays alive. And the contest is on point right now. Can Skies find the kills? Yes. This hard point is far, far from over.
This is the fastest hard point we have seen all year. This is ridiculous stuff coming through, but right now, this is the question, right? Seattle, they got a bunch of players back to the hill. The team kill comes through, and Gunless with the big 2 might be enough to get the job done. Skies got to take a hike, got to flood your way to try to get inside just for the contest. And, well, Pristini trying to chop him down. Skies gets inside, but he gets dropped in Seattle. 250 on the board, 3-1 for the win. GG, they get the job done.
Oh, you saw in the final moments there, 2 players from Florida literally on the line. They couldn't quite get the contest. The shots in, and Gunless went absolute demon mode in the end there. The team kill is one thing. We get to see it all here. You see 3 players there for a moment. Awakening gets taken out, and in the ensuing chaos, Seattle Surge, they come out on top. A pound of flesh it cost them, but man, they get the dub, and that is that. The Florida Mutineers now, we set sail to them here in Major number 2, and Seattle will advance onwards, and that is a tough one. Chance, what a series that was.
And they just keep trading blows, you know. Seattle and Florida going back and forth for the win in Major 1. Seattle got knocked out by the Mutineers. Major 2, they strike back, and I'll say for Pristini, man, one of the most improved player, if not the most improved player from Stage 1 to Stage 2, and it sort of looked like he hit flow state, man. He pulls out the Krig at different portions on the map, and he fried with it. But of course, where he dropped 4,200 damage and 23 kills, Gunless. What the hell was that? 6,400 damage on board, 32 kills to his name. I mean, just a ridiculous performance from start to finish from him in Seattle. Obviously, a fantastic job.
Fantastic job. And again, we goes to think back of Seattle Surge, a team that last season, were at times almost comical. They were the laughingstock of the league at times. They could not win a map to save their lives, and now they are taking down some decent teams here in the league. What a fantastic transformation for that entire squad. GG's in the chat. My word, Chance. A big surprise, but let's take a look at our scuff play of the game now. We're giving it to Gunless. We're giving it to Big P, straight demon mode. As those final few kills he picked up, and again, a lot of love to Neptune, man. He went insane, that P5 play, time and time again, crucial ones. And he stayed alive here for so long, Chance, but Gunless just shows up when he needs to, and man, Crucial doesn't cover it.
And it really is just these final few moments, right? Like you're hoping for the contest, but Pristini, again, just ridiculous pace, but it's Gunless that finds the kill. And well, at this point, they're just lining up for him. Any player that showed up on the back steps, it seemed like Gunless just completely had their number in those gunfights, but job well done, man. It wasn't even just those kills, right? Even towards P2 when Florida was getting there first, right? He's sitting back in their spawn, just killing them relentlessly. Just a fantastic game by him, and even the pressure that he brings to the table on Garrison Control. Control was the focus point for this team. It was their worst game mode by far, but it may just be a Garrison thing, but if they have more at their disposal, they are starting to fry. And that just means for the rest of the league, they got to start paying attention. Even now, trying to do pick and bans against this team, it is just getting that much trickier. And honestly, one of the bigger factors for them to win this game.
Quick look at the bracket as, of course, after an incredibly exciting and at times nerve-wracking day of Call of Duty, everything's changed. We bid farewell to two teams here, the Mutineers and the Royal Ravens. We say goodnight, and we'll see them in stage 3, yeah, boys? We'll see you then. But there we go, Surge with a 3-1, Thieves with the exciting Game 5 finish. And again, our winners bracket matchups, they are locked in. FaZe Ultra versus Rocker Empire. And again, if you're wondering how it all went down today, here's how it went down today. Today's results brought to you by the US Army. Empire 3-0 over Subliners. That might be the biggest surprise, I think, for me today. I really thought the Subliners would have been a lot stronger, but there we go. And Toronto, again, a major upset over Chicago Optic there as well, Chance. And then Tragedy, quite frankly, as far as I'm concerned. And then there was the Seattle matchup, which was, whew, hot as you like. Mate, here we go. Let's have a look at tomorrow's schedule because the major is still going. We're going all week. This is Friday's schedule. Again, brought to you by the US Army. And my, do we have some fun games for you. Tomorrow, Chance, anything you're excited about?
I mean, I think Major 2 might just be the tournament of upsets, right? And you're looking at Dallas, maybe they have the edge against Rocker, but Rocker has had their number 2 in that regard. Toronto at this point, I think they can do anything. Seattle can get the wins, and Thieves, who the hell knows at this point? Everybody that needs to turn up in this tournament has so far. And again, maybe just the tournament of upsets might be what we're looking at.
There we go. Well, when we come back after this break, that's it. The games are concluded, but Lottie will be talking to Octane. Pay attention, LaRue, you're on camera. Put your bloody phone down, man. She'll be talking to Sam Octane LaRue in our Game Fuel Victory Spotlight. More Call of Duty fun to come, friends. Be right back after this break.
Pristini looking dangerous.
He's just ripping the entirety of the gorillas. Wow.
Aggressive is always Diamond Con head rip off.
Looking to find a few more, but Gunless absolutely rips his way through the 3 of them. 249, Seattle won!
Hello, you lovely Call of Duty League fans. Welcome to your Game Fuel Victory Spotlight. Joining me this time round, I do have Octane from the Seattle Surge. I've got to say, Octane, an incredible job from you and your team once again. And, you know, I've actually spoken to a few of you now, going through this incredible journey that is season number 2. And Pristini has said often that really the key to your success is consistency amongst all of you and your team all at the same time and doing what you do best together. Are you feeling in a pretty good place right now as the team and in this major currently?
Well, our last couple of losses have been at our own hands, so I would say that we're feeling pretty comfortable. I think Preston is playing the best that he's played in a very, very, very long time. I think it's just we're all starting to get comfortable with each other. Our S&D is looking good. We got a nice round 11 win. We don't have too many of those if I remember correctly. But I think that we're just gelling in a really good way right now. And like I said, our last couple losses were our own hands. So if we can keep this up and avoid that, then we'll be all right.
Definitely, man. I think that's a good plan. But obviously, with the series against the Mutineers right now, some of the maps are pretty close. Actually, came down to the wire a little bit there. In terms of how you were practicing heading into the major, were you happy with how the series played out overall?
I mean, a control win is always nice. I think we have 3 of them now, all 3 of them being on Garrison. So I don't think we're gonna get that one anymore, unfortunately. But you know, the hard point, the first map could have went either way. We had a couple misplays. I played not poorly, but I had a pretty rough first map. And I mean, we clutched up our round 11, like I said, map 2, and then map 4. I was just pointing Pierce and Preston, and they were just killing everything for me. So I was just watching the madness unfold. To be honest with you, it was pretty sight.
I like it a lot, man. Obviously, you are continuing your journey through the major, which is absolutely fantastic. But you do come to a roadblock next, which is Chicago, waiting in the wings for you. How are you guys feeling about that?
Well, they did just lose to Toronto, but we played them last time when they were on a little bit of a losing streak, and they took advantage of it. So I mean, I'm excited for the rematch. I think that we definitely didn't play up to our potential in our first go around. So I think if we play, you know, how I know we can and how we have in the past, then it'll be a hell of a series. And you know, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, they definitely underperformed today, so they're going to come out with the fire as they always do. I know that they're not going to be too anxious to let anyone down. So I'm predicting a banger of a series, to be honest with you.
I love it, mate. We love a banger of a series here. I love a banger of a series. Octane, thank you so much for your time yet again. Congratulations and best of luck as you continue this awesome journey, man.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Well, there you have it. You've heard of...
I should just make predictions more often. 3-1. Could I have been any more spot on? Seattle Surge come out on top. We get to play again tomorrow. The majors have been insane. Our first major win in franchise history. Do you realize how huge that is? Some might say major. That's incredible. Fantastic. Astounding. I am so happy for the Seattle Surge roster. You played incredibly. All right. Today was absolutely a work of art. It was beautiful. I say it every time. I cannot wait to come back again tomorrow. Octane, you were absolutely spot on when you said that you started off rough. You almost didn't show up the first game. That's fine because you showed up in the rest of them. You were great. We lost a few points. We lost that first game. No big. We won the next 3 without any doubt in my mind. That Surge, the Search and Destroy game, the Surge first round was one of the fastest Search and Destroy maps I've ever seen. Absolutely. The 4 versus 4 coming down that one lane was also incredible. Pristini's 2 kill to clutch that up and make it absolutely lean in the Surge's way. Awesome. I loved it. But I want to focus on what really took my breath away, what's got me choking up on my words right now. Gunless. You are the icy hot warrior, okay? You were slow in the start, then you ended up carrying through, showed up for your team in every single game. You found the shot, you transitioned to the game mode, you got the rotations down, and you just absolutely fed them lead. Dare I say you caught him slacking? All right, there's a reason why this roster is the way it is, and we have the 4 players we have, okay? You guys came together for a reason. The changes were made, and you absolutely decimated the competition today, and I'm excited to see you absolutely annihilate Optic tomorrow, okay? We may have lost them in the past, but we have vengeance. The tour of revenge continues to another stage and another day, and we will come out on top. Victory will be ours. I don't even need to make a prediction. I'll give it to you tomorrow because right now I am ecstatic. The gameplay we just watched had me on the edge of my seat without a doubt. You can't tell me you just watched what happened without being on the edge of yours, okay? Pristini, slow start. You shut down Slack when he's holding the corner. I called it. I sat here behind the scenes telling everyone Pristini's going to be the one to challenge it. He's going to win it, and we're going to win this game. You may have thrown a few points, and I was a little scared towards the end there. I'm not going to lie. But as soon as we got inside that plane, every trade mattered. Looney coming out, jumping, Pristini getting the swap, Gunless holding that, getting the kills on the staircase when everyone was doing that final last-minute push. It was everything I could have asked for, and then some. You did exactly what I needed you to do today, and I am beyond happy with how you played. Obviously, we get to play Optic tomorrow. Ecstatic for that. I really am. Optic the green wall. I can't wait to watch you crumble. I am going to pick every green brick out of that wall and watch Octane build his own on top and take over, because that's what my prediction is for tomorrow. Octane's going to show up. He's going to be our slayer. He's going to show through today, because everything he did today built the man that we needed him to be. All right. I'm sorry. My Discord just crashed for a second. If you want to look as good as our players, shop that SeattleSurge.gg, and you can get your jerseys, hoodies, and more. And you can also look as good as our players do. And I'll see you next time. See you guys tomorrow. And remember, drown them out.
Seattle's fun can be really dangerous.
Seattle's inside. 249, 249, Seattle!
Make some noise for the Seattle Surge!